I'm in Corona, California. That's where I live. It's still dark outside. I am on my way to pick up a Tesla. A friend of mine did me a favor and was able to hook me up with one, so I'm just going to pick it up now. And it's a little bit before 6. I've been going since a little bit after 4. And it's going to be a kind of a long day. I'm going to be driving out to Baker, California, which is about 150 miles away from here, which isn't that bad, actually. It's almost to Las Vegas. And I'm going to be proving that our chargers can charge. That's part of our closeout plan. I'm also going to be doing some of the closeout paperwork too. So it's going to be new. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have to stop in Barstow to charge this car. And I've never used this particular kind of charger before there. So it'll be fun. Later. I'm in the Tesla and had to pull a few strings to get access to one of these, so I'll just say thanks, Nate Allen, and we'll just leave it at that for legal purposes. Just kidding, but seriously. Anyway, so I am on my way to Baker. I think I already said that. I'm going to stop by Barstow to charge because I just don't want to leave any chance of running out of juice in this thing. So this is the first time that I've driven a Tesla more than like 5 minutes. I drove one around the block when one of my friends got one at one time, and it was a blast. But my goal today is to get this back in one piece and make sure I don't follow too closely behind any semis, because I just don't want to eat a rock on this windshield or on the top of the roof. I'll take some video of the car later and show you the kind of state it's in. And yeah, it's just cool. It's gonna be a fun day. Got no one to talk to, so just gonna be listening to some podcasts and making phone calls and probably checking a few emails safely, legally. Yeah, whatever. Oh, I forgot. I got to pick up some wire in Victorville. I actually don't have to pick up the wire. I just have to go pay for it so our contractor can pick it up. So I'll talk to you soon. All right, still on my drive. Kind of going past San Bernardino, like Rancho Cucamonga, which is one of the best things to say. It feels so good leaving your mouth. I think it's because it starts at the front with Rancho, and then you go into the back of your throat with Cucamonga. Some of those words are just fun to say. People that name these towns down in Southern California are legends. But anyway, my experience driving this Tesla, if you've never driven one, I recommend it. It's really amazing. It's like driving a spaceship in a way, except for I can't find the cruise control. And if you have driven a Tesla, you know they just want to take off. Like, I'm barely hitting the gas. Traffic's opened up a little bit, obviously. Probably going to hit another slow spot before I get into Hesperia, Apple Valley area. And as long as I can get to Barstow before this thing runs out of juice, which should be no problem because I got 190 miles left. So yeah, going on a road trip in an electric vehicle, I can see how it could be kind of scary not knowing where the next charging station is, but fortunately for us, the manufacturer that makes our chargers has a really great app that you can just try track all the charging stations that are live, and just kind of makes it a little more exciting. And then to know, I'm not sure how long Teslas take to charge. I'll be sure to let you know. All right, I'm in the parking lot for the electrical supply place in Victorville, and just gonna pay for some wire so our contractor can pick it up later. The crazy thing about these Teslas are all you gotta do is put it in park with the keys in your pocket, and then just open the door and get out, and the car shuts off. Super weird. So I am in Barstow charging the Tesla. I've been here for probably 15 minutes and I've gotten 53 miles of charge in that amount of time. So yeah, it'd just be cool to compare and contrast notes on what the difference between these chargers are. Okay, so I'm still in Barstow. The car just told me it finished completing the charge. It took 2 hours, so that's a lot longer than I was expecting. It would have been nice if this was like in the parking lot of like a Dave & Buster's or a Chuck E. Cheese. Well, probably not that, just because it would have been weird for me to go into a Chuck E. Cheese all by myself. You know, I have a mustache. Just not a good look for Chuck E. Cheese. Maybe not ever. Anyway, so I'm gonna go and disconnect the charger and head to Baker. Just pulling into Baker. I wanted to show you guys what's up here. Just what a booming metropolis this is. Got a lot of just interesting stuff. Not really. They got a bowling alley that kind of looks like a spaceship. Just stuff to get people jazzed about heading to Vegas. Not sure how many people stop here and go bowling on the way. I know it sounds fun to me. Bowling always sounds fun, and then you do it and it's just like, man, how many people's fingers have been in this ball? They washed their hands after they went to the bathroom, you know, stuff like that. And then shoes, and I always got to get size 13, and there's usually like 1 or 2 pairs of those, and if they're gone, they're gone. You just have to deal with it and bowl in your socks. But if they are there, you're just like, man, what other freaky monster wears these things? You know, it's just bad news. But bowling always sounds fun. So this is Baker. It's a pretty exciting place. Almost to the chargers, and I'll keep you updated. Just left Baker at 6:52 p.m. It took a little longer because I had to hotspot off my phone, and the connection in Baker for T-Mobile is not great. So everything took a little bit longer. What I had to do was take specific pictures for the manufacturer, serial numbers, the positioning of the equipment, the concrete pad, some just other specific pictures that I had to take. And so I took them on my phone, and then I had to upload them to my computer, which went pretty fast. And then from my computer to a template on Google Sheets. And that's where it took a little bit longer, just uploading those pictures and positioning them correctly on the spreadsheet and all that stuff. So yeah, it took a little bit of time. I had to be on the phone with our manufacturer a little bit just to make sure that they had all the information they were looking for. And of course I talked to Dan because he's our technical expert, director of electrical, and that was really helpful. I'm just glad that I actually have resources I can plug into to get the answers I need to get the stuff done that we need to get done. So we got what we needed to get done today, and I learned a lot as far as what the user interface is for a customer, and so I'll always have ideas on how to improve it if anybody asks. The manufacturer has not asked as of yet, and I'm sure that they will, because they're always looking to improve as well. And learned a lot about Teslas and the kind of equipment you need to go on road trips, and because not every charging station is the same. The Tesla ones are for Teslas only, whereas the ChargePoint chargers support all the vehicles as long as you have the correct adapters. So I learned about those today. Yeah, just been a pretty cool day though. Spending 6 hours driving a Tesla that does not belong to me. It's a pretty fun experience.